Oi. Good nights. Good morning, good nights. For me, good morning, brother. Word. Good night and good morning. Fair. Time is not. Time is just a construct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zoom. Oh, what's that this? Yeah, it's been crazy. Did a great video. Chap you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Honestly, I'm really proud of that one. I've been increasingly leaning towards, well, I kind of had an epiphany where I was like, as I wrote in the video, I was falling asleep and I had this epiphany where I was like, bro, I was like, it's so obvious. It's so obvious. Basically, the epiphany was, if I create videos, right, create long format videos where I'm like, okay, well, flip on camera. You could do a video where you do succession of like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or whatever when you're playing a guitar and you're talking, right? But what if you direct it as you are? If you play a chord, let's flip this on maybe. You play a chord, right? And then you change the angle. You turn off the camera, change the angle, make some dope creative videography angle, and then you basically do the next chord. You're creating a song that you're weaving together piece by piece. And the video, you craft the song and the video word by word, song by or note by note. And that's basically what I did on this video. Is like I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a visual experience for the viewer. And I've done this before a long time ago. But yeah, I was like, word, this is brilliant. And that's of course why the video is called This Is How You Succeed in Long Form on YouTube, because it's a perfect embodiment of, yes, this video may or may not succeed. This may not be the key, but it is the key. It is the key. I'm going to do this style of content in long format YouTube and get really good at creating it. But yeah, I'm very proud of that video. Yeah. So I'm glad you liked it, brother. It was honestly really easy too. That video was all improvised. I wrote the song, of course, that I played in the background. It's an original song, but the video was improvised. I literally, the reason I'm streaming right now is because it took me like 40 minutes because I basically woke up from a nap, ran outside, and then started making this video, this long format one. I was like, this is brilliant. I got to do this. And then I went to the gym. I just came back from the gym. So, yeah. I'm technically an editor and a director. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I'm very passionate about videography, yes. Some people are really into photography and they're photographers. I consider myself a videographer. I'm very attracted to like camera angles and weird stuff. That's why like making this long format video was just like, it was so fun. I just had so much fun. Good morning. All the way from Scotland. Bless. Love that, brother. Well, blessings. Brother or sister. Imagine brother. It's good to hear. Good to see. Blessings from Canada, friend. And my partner, she's actually half German, half Scottish. Half German, half Scottish. That's legendary. Scotland. Let's go into dropped B for us. We like a dropped B. Maybe we'll pop into some drop C, but we fuck with drop B. B is beautiful. No pun intended. Just drop B is great. Nice. Oi. Sister. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I assume everyone's a brother, but thank you. Thank you, sister from Scotland. Appreciate you, miss. I'll get better. I'm sure I'll get better at, feeling into who my audience is, or reading usernames and associating them and the text in the screen, with the male or female. But that being said, friend. I was very surprised. I was very surprised, pleasantly, to see how many really cool, just happening, lively people that were at the gym at this hour. It's like 9:30. It's not my ordinary hour to go to the gym. Ooh, let's go to C. Let's go to C. Let's make it maybe C sharp. Drop C. Very system of a down. That feels nice. Oof, I feel like a song is flowing through. Start of the song is flowing through. Pink Floyd, nice. My wife and I laugh about how competitive we are, but I laugh more. Okay, nice. Yeah. I don't know if competition is the move necessarily with an intimate partner, but I mean, hey, it's good. It's good to really lift each other. Yeah, that's dope though. Thank you for sharing. I do not know how to perform. I do not know how to perform Pink Floyd. Yep, yep, yep. Any tips on playing the A chord? The A chord? You mean this chord? I mean, so you're saying you struggle with the A major. I mean, the A major, it's a pretty standard chord. From what I recall, you can play the A chord if you just say, you do like almost a variant where you just do the two fingers. You can say do a chord until you can, confidently bar the three or, place the three. But it's a pretty standard, I must say. The A major chord is pretty entry level. If you're struggling with the A chord, it could be your thumb placement. It could be your thumb placement. Maybe your thumb placement's really weird. Maybe you're not calibrating or adjusting your thumb placement. But at the end of the day, I'll be perfectly honest, if you're struggling with things like the A chord, it's probably your calluses. It's probably your calluses. You got to have calluses. It doesn't matter. And that takes time. Like, if you're playing like a G or D or whatever, because A is pretty fundamental, but I would say, yeah, you probably want to either focus your thumb placement or your calluses might need to be a little more developed. But either way, you got this, bro. I'm excited. Hey You by Pink Floyd. Still don't know how to perform Pink Floyd. Still not a cover artist. But thank you, brother. Thank you for the interest. Pink Floyd rocks. Ah, that's fair, dude. That's fair, Father Lost. Well, again, that's the magical. If you started a week ago, you're doing great, brother. Like you're doing great. I would surely say, you can play the A chord, say just do the two. You don't even need to do all three, right? You can do 1, 2, 3, but I would say thumb placement is probably pivotal. Like you want to have your thumb nice and comfortable, maybe support it, put it, I like to place it like right about there, or it doesn't really matter, but surely if your calluses aren't fully developed, then that's going to be your quest, is like you're going to want to just figure out in time how to like play around with like legatos and whatever you can do to just, develop calluses. Because yeah, it's always important to be patient. You're a better guitarist when you don't speak. Damn son. Billy, brother, you're not it. You're not the one. I'm sorry, brother. You're not the one, doggy. Homie's telling me I'm a better guitarist when I don't speak. That's not viewership. That's spoken exactly like someone that's not a target audience. You're not my target audience, Billy. Thank you. Thank you for revealing your hand and removing yourself from this channel. Goodbye. Feel free to come back in 24 hours, which is a long time from now. 24 hours, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night from now. Feel free to sit and absorb, give yourself the ability to observe, be an observer, be a listener, Billy. I think this is your time, brother. for the homie saying his truth. This is your time to be a listener. Listen, observe the comments if you're still here. If not, goodbye. Oh yeah, drop C, that's the move. This sounds very good. I'm happy with this. Yes, sir. Am I Polish? I am not Polish. I love Polish people because my pan flute is made from Poland. But yeah, I'm learning bass, but I only learned 2 songs. That's amazing, dog, though. Yeah. Honestly, 1 song at a time. Yeah, whatever floats your goat, whatever makes you pick up the guitar, the bass guitar or whatever, then that's the way, brother. If you want to play something mysterious, which chord do I use? Mysterious. Probably a B minor. I'd probably either B minor or maybe G sharp minor. Like, oh yeah, probably like a G sharp, like either a G sharp or a B minor. But B minor is probably the best, truthfully, if you're going mysterious. But if you want to be like mysterious with a layer of sadness, A minor is a golden. It's like, whoa. But B minor is like, oh yeah, very mysterious. And of course, G sharp. That's like it's like mysterious, but like almost like ethereal at the same time. Mysterious and ethereal. Tricorn wave. Word. Not sure what corn wave is. Huh. Corn wave. I'm learning that. How do you work on finger flexibility for frets? That's a tricky one. Honestly, in truth, I do tutting. Like, this is not your orthodox answer, but I actually am a finger tutter. Like, I do tutting, I do dance, liquid, popping, locking, animation. For me, I've actually extended my range of motion and created finger, strength and isolation, and just my whole overall finger strength is strengthened from qigong, from finger dancing, like doing extended range of motion like that, and also handstands. But truthfully, for me, finger dancing has increased my ability, because I'll be honest, I truthfully suck at doing like finger flexibility. I have pretty small hands considerably, but I can do any chord now. Like, truthfully, having an increased range of motion. So that's the key thing, is if you can increase your range of motion. And for me, I do that through finger dancing. That's not the orthodox way, but that's how I did it. Qigong surely helps too. But the key thing is, yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like advanced increasing your flexibility, like doing chords like triads and triad bar chords confidently, that takes like true increased range of motion. But in general, I think regular range of motion, you should always be focusing on just learning to integrate bar chords, I would say. Like, if you're like a, intermediate to new guitar player, or even advanced, right? You just want to get clean, well-placed bar chords. If you can place really good bar chords, that alone is going to be, very helpful for flexibility. But, yeah. For me, finger dancing, like tutting, dancing, that's like that's like evolved my finger strength. And it's also how I've increased a lot of it. Do I write my own music and study music theory? I write my own music, yes. Do I study music theory? Also, yes, but not very much. I'll be honest, I haven't studied music theory. I didn't study music theory till about 10 years in playing guitar. Like, I went to Long McQuaid, where I was taught some basic, fundamental elements. I had the ability to study, like, okay, pentatonics, we'll do pentatonic scale. And, the minor and major pentatonics and the minor and major scales, and various, like, I did some scales, but I'll be honest, when you're like a beginner, like, for me at least, learning scales, music theory really did not help a whole lot. That is, you want to train your ear, and to do that, you have to basically learn to just feel into the fretboard, like hear chords, hear the way, chord progressions come together, how you can connect different voicings, different melodic statements. And that's something you just got to basically learn from hearing music and knowing how to connect music. Sure, basic music theory is helpful, but music theory is not necessarily like something to study rigorously, in my opinion. Yes, when you get to year whatever, when you're advanced, yes, you eventually can fill in the blanks with music theory and understanding like, complex jazz theory and key shifts and all that. It's good. It's a very good thing, but most people probably shouldn't focus or fixate on music theory, truthfully. But I don't know. Again, each to his own. If studying like classical guitar and jazz theory is like so fun to you, for me that was like not the case. But I was also 11 years old, I was like 10, 11 when I started. So as a 10, 11-year-old, I was like bored to tears to try to study music theory. It just made me want to put down my guitar and never pick it up. But if you're, as a full-grown adult, if you're really attracted to like some dimensions of music theory, it makes sense. It makes you attracted to pick up your guitar, then that could be very fruitful. How old am I? I'm 31, brother. I'm 31, yeah. Finger dancing is interesting. There are thousands of ways to get to a point in life. Yeah, brother, honestly, finger dancing is actually like life changing. Like legitimately, because finger dancing is tutting, right? There's king tutting, which is this. I do this all the time. I love tutting. I love dancing. I do it at a very high level, but the idea is whatever you do, if you learn to dance with your hands, it's very good for guitar. It's basically like a form of physiotherapy for the hands. So if you get really good, and you do it all the time, like I do, you get really good and at developing dexterity, muscle memory, muscle control, range of motion, and your hands just become very strong. And that's really helpful. You want that. You want strong hands. Like when you're playing guitar, if you have strong hands through cross training, like handstand training and dancing and etc., like I do, you can play guitar for like 4 or 5 hours a day, which is also what I do sometimes. Yeah. Finger dancing, interesting. How long have you played for? I've been playing for 16 and a half years or so. Yeah, roughly. Acoustic for about 11, electric for 6 before that. Anyways, improv. Can I play some glam metal? Glam metal. Glam metal. That's like 70s. I honestly don't even know what glam metal is, truthfully. Like I imagine that's like it's like rock, but it's like rock in the 70s. If I had my electric, that'd be super easy. But it's too late right now. It's too late. It's too late in the night. My roommates would wake up if I was playing electric guitar loud. I just subscribed to your channel. I recommended the band Mexico Materato. Oh, nice. Thank you for joining, brother. Thank you for joining. Lightning Dancer. Yo, Lightning Dance. That's legendary. I like your name, Lighting Dancer. Yeah, dance is legendary. Quenemo del Mor. It's a nice Mexican glam metal band. Wow. I recommended a band from Mexico, Moderato. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'll have to keep that in mind, friend. One sec. I'm gonna throw some pasta inside of hot water. I'll be back in a minute. Handstands. Handstands are the way. All right. I gotta find a better spot, I feel. I feel like there's a more natural spot. It kind of feels more natural. Yeah. I want to find a good spot for the lighting, but also it's very comfortable. So many things. Now I thought were weird because I didn't know them how to do. I walk barefoot. Good for the feet. Yeah, brother. Barefoot shoes. Honestly, shoes. Feet health is ridiculously awesome. I think feet health is such a life-changing thing. Where's a good spot for this? Is this good? Is that decent? Lighting is just a weird anomaly. Okay. I feel like somewhere here is decent. Alright. Just improvising dream spots. I'm not in the regular studio. Let's see. Yeah. This is chill. This is fine, I suppose. Subscribing now. Why, thank you. Diego, he is here for us. No fear. Huh. Wow. Wait, what? It's music. So many things I thought were weird. I hope he comes back. I'm like my father. Damn, son. I'm sure he'll be back, brother. He's getting some cigarettes and milk. He'll be back. He'll be back, bruv. He'll be back. And if not, just keep on playing guitar. Keep on playing guitar until he comes back. You're so handsome. Wow, that's unhinged and very weird. But thank you for the compliment, stranger. Thank you for the strange compliment. I have a partner, and it is a woman, because obviously I'm straight. Let's see. But take a 30-minute timeout, brother. I think the interesting thing is because of a newbie of playing chords and finding out what chords will go together. Let's just do something like this. I think it was interesting because as a newbie, I just like playing chords and finding what chords. Yeah, that's legendary, dog. I think that's actually a good intuition. That is a good intuition. Again, I really think it comes down to, like, when you're new, it really does come down to just doing what's fun. That's a good angle. It's just doing what's fun, right? It's doing what's organic. What attracts you to pick up the guitar? If that's like picking up a guitar and shredding out to some of your favorite music, that's what I did a lot when I was 11, 12 years old. Like, I just picked up an electric, I had a Jackson, I would just shred. And just play like lots of Avenged Sevenfold and Disturbed and some Metallica, and I just play lots of music. And it's like, if that attracts you to the guitar, then sick. It's whatever works, right? Right. Lost of art in your house. Do I paint too? No. I do paint, actually, yes, but I'm not like I wouldn't consider myself a painter. I'm pretty good at painting, but I don't spend a lot of time doing it. No, a lot of the paintings and stuff, they're art pieces my brother has purchased. My brother likes to paint. Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely going to pursue painting one day. I actually like photorealism painting. I would love to paint canvases of nature. But, it takes time to get to that. But that's what I'm very drawn to. And also abstract, like visionary art. That's kind of what I'm attracted to if I were to paint. Magic. Do I know how to play slide? Do you know how to play slide western? Can't say I do. I think you mean like using a slide and just going like, you know? Yeah, my core styles are like lots of classical influence, jazz influence, flamenco influence, a lot of like modern fingerstyle progressive rock. But on the guitar, like the electric guitar, I know lots. It's like kind of punk, metal, rock, alternative rock. Yeah. So country, I'm sure I could play it. Blues, not really. Those aren't my genres. I can play them surely, but those aren't the genres that I spend time like developing. Damn, I'm loving this drop C. I'm loving this drop C. You can use a lighter. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Sliding. Yeah, I think there's some cool stuff you can do with a slider. Yeah, I think I will one day get a slider. But so far, it doesn't seem to call me a whole lot. Yeah. This drop C though, this drop C is beautiful, man. I'm really loving it. I'm seeing some compositions flow through that I could definitely create. Yeah, in the near future. I'm just gonna mix my pasta, grab my pasta that's cooking, because it's cooked. Excellent. Yeah. The pasta was a massive success, as is all pasta. Yes, yes. Your style is very harmonious. I like it. Must be a fan of Akira Yamako. Wow. I actually have no idea who that is. Akira. Thank you for sharing, though, brother. I'm gonna have to definitely check out both of those musicians. Yeah, my style is very influenced from Andy McKee. Yeah, Andy McKee. Incredible guitarist. Incredible composer. Yeah, Alexander Misko, Andy McKee, Estas Ton, John Gom. Those are all artists that I have shaped my style around and influenced me. Wow. Whoa. Nice. I like the passion for the music, brother. This show sucks. I must agree. I must agree, Ride. You were literally watching like a wall. It's like a fucking wall. Honestly, shout out to you guys for sticking around while I'm cooking pasta. That's legendary. You guys didn't even know. You didn't even know. Didn't even know what was gonna happen. I swear, that's an epitome of YouTube. YouTube Lens. Sometimes people are just staring and watching nothing. They're like, yo, YouTube live stream. Of course, this is not nothing. This is something. Even my cat is watching the video. Nice. Damn, Riot. Why are you hating on a guy's cat? Damn. Damn, what's going on? What the fuck? Yeah. Your whole personality is that hat and jacket. And going, yeah. Damn. That doesn't represent me at all, dog. But I mean, I'll take that as a compliment. My hat and my jackets are a part of my human experience. But nah, brother. If you knew me in the real world, brother or sister, whatever's going on, I'm a very multi-dimensional dude. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Welcome to this channel. I teach guitar, I do meditative sound journeys, I'm gonna do various YouTuber guitar stuff. Yeah. Play Neon by John Mayer. Don't know how to perform Neon by John Mayer. Love that song. It's a beautiful, beautiful composition. Yeah, isn't it like... It's very simple. Not actually. It's like complex because of the thumb rhythms, but... Yeah, but I'm not a cover artist. That's facts. I really love how in dropped B, right? Drop C, or drop D, drop C, and dropped B. It's instantly like when your E note, your low E is changed, to the whatever it is. It really like allows you to emphasize particular scales. The note in particular scales, or the key, the certain keys. As if you're drop C, it really illuminates all the C notes. I just love it. Honestly, I love it so much. Really, it's a slight change of note. Nice. Thanks. Yeah, no, I mean, I love myself. Lots of self-love. Lots of love for the people in my life, the community. Honestly, life is dope. But I mean, yeah. But of course, you gotta accept. It's better to be authentic, than to be loved and liked, and it's better to be respected. Like some people, some people, they just can't. They can't see. They can't see the things that they desire to see. They don't see the world with clarity. They see it through a distorted lens. And yeah, some people will never like every. You can't have everyone like you. That's the kind of inevitability, right? You live radiate peace. Smells like lemons. I don't think I smell like lemons, but I smell like some sort of interesting. I have this essential oil that's from Africa. I appreciate that though. I appreciate the compliments. You guys. It's funny because I've been a streamer for about 6 months tops. YouTuber for about 8 months. We're on the quest. We're doing great. But yeah, you kind of come to learn that you gotta just not give a fuck, like in a healthy way. You realize that if people, some people in this world, in YouTube land, so it's not really the world, but of course it's an extension of the world. They just project, they project negativity. They have maybe an inability to communicate their truth and XYZ. We're not gonna focus too much on those people, but yeah, some people just like to project negativity. And the beauty, as if you're a streamer, desire to be a streamer or a YouTuber, is that you, as the facilitator of this channel, you have the ability to set the tone for that which you absorb and allow in your life. You set boundaries. It's like, owning a YouTube channel is basically the art of learning to navigate boundaries. And it's beautiful because obviously this plays a lot in life as a whole. So long story short, I've learned invariably. Sometimes I'm juggling thousands of people, and it's beautiful. It's almost like when people say things that are, out of pocket, unhinged, outlandish. They're trying to be like a dickhead or something. Or maybe they're just trying to, I don't know, get some sort of reaction. It's beautiful because it's a win-win. I get to filter out who is not my target audience, that which does not resonate with my core mission and my core vision. But I love the mellow energy tonight. Everyone's just dope as fuck. Got the homies, the Diego's just kicking it. We're playing some beautiful drop C stuff. Does my twin play guitar too? He does not. No. No. Yeah. I think he's tried. He's a more of a percussive, musician. He likes percussive instruments. He plays a bit of flute. Yeah, I don't know. Music is just a pursuit of mine that I just took it on. I was like 9, 10 years old. I was like, yep, I'm just going to be a guitarist. And then after many, many years of being trash at guitar, eventually I was not. Wow, I'm so enamored. I'm so enamored with this drop C tuning. Yeah. I have a question, bro. What EQ setting do you use? It sounds very relaxing. Thanks, brother. Thank you. It's a tone wood amp. You may or may not be familiar, like artists like Mike Dawes, Alexander Misko. They often promote this thing. It's a tone wood amp. It's a preamp. So it's like magnetically attaches. You plug it in, and then it creates a natural enhanced resonance. Yeah. I've had this product since they released it like 11 years ago or something. Basically, I bought this guitar, found the Tonewood amp, and fell in love. And I've actually formed a style that's really beautifully complements the Tonewood amp sounds. Yeah, it's beautiful. If you learn that at your age, you're way ahead of the game. Nice. I must agree. Honestly, all the values I understand, like all my core values, like perseverance, like discipline, XYZ, really shaped my perspective of how I am today. Like as a young, yeah, like 9, 10-year-old, learning to be like, oh, if I just never give up, if I just do something and never give up, I just do it over and over and over again, eventually you get good at it. And I was not very good at all at guitar for like 6 years, I must say. Like 6, maybe 7 years. I was just not good. I was like trying, I was getting there, And then it was about year 7, maybe year 8 that I was getting pretty good. And then it's about year 10 when I realized I was like, oh, I'm actually really good at this. And then I just started going on. Then now it's as I'm approaching year probably almost year 17. It's like I'm like, yeah, this is my life. I just want to pass it on. I just want to. It's like the simplest core part of what was inspired me in this channel. When I realized I want to be a YouTuber a number of years back, I was like, I just want to empower and inspire people with that which is empowered and inspired me. It's like very simple, right? It's like whether that's guitar, whether that's philosophy, whether that's if someone wants to be a YouTuber, I just want to kind of pass on the love. What interesting. Yeah. Tone Amp, thanks for the screenshot. Hey, absolutely, Shauna. Highly recommend. It is magic. It's a beautiful sound. I recommend this product all day long. Hopefully one day they'll sponsor me, but we'll see. I play a Kramer 84, the Scene Dunk. Word. Man, this neck. Oh, damn. I'm so sorry to the tongue drum I just bopped. I play a Kramer 84 with a Seymour Duncan, Screaming Demon. Ah, Screaming Demon. The 80s band, my point is I've been playing since I was 15, 25 now, feel stuck. Ah, any advice? Interesting. I've been for 10 years, 25 now. I mean, for one, you're doing great, brother. I must say. Like, honestly, year 10, again, I know for a fact year 10 was, like, it's a pivotal point. Again, I'm on year 17, and I know for a fact it's been about 11 years that I've been rocking acoustic guitar. And I have to say, for me, the quest of learning to, well, for me, learn like acoustic guitar, like fingerstyle, progressive rock, acoustic guitar, whatever you want to call it, that was something I fell in love with that awakened my love for guitar even further. Like, I was like an electric guitar, like shredder, punk rock, kind of metal guitarist, for many years. Like, that's how I started. When I was like 11, 12, I was like really going deep and playing Jacksons and shredding and stuff. But yeah, it wasn't until, about 11 years ago, so I'm 31, so I was about 20, maybe 19, 20. That's when I like really fell in love with the acoustic guitar. And I'll be honest, to this day, like there's many, many powerful reasons why I feel the acoustic guitar. If you see the artists that have focused on modern fingerstyle acoustic guitar, they're majestic. They're very magical, interesting individuals. Like the people that you see, they're just like just doing bang acoustic guitar, right? And its fullness. It's a rich, very soulful endeavor. So basically, I would say immediately what I noticed as a young guitarist or younger but advanced guitarist as of 11 years ago, when I began to connect with music on a soul level, like truly, I would let the soulful expressions, flow through and focused that so deeply. Obviously, all music is a soulful expression. It's has soul in it. It has heart. It has you love it. It's passion. But for me, what this looked like was yeah, I picked up the acoustic guitar. I fell in love with harmonics. Like I really fell in love. Very difficult to get into. It took me 7, 8 years. I've only had a proficiency of harmonics, that is artificial harmonics, and understand them even for like 2, 3 years now. Like 2, 3 years out of 11. That's not very much. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I picked up acoustic guitar, fell in love with the acoustic guitar, fell in love with the style, the soulful melodic expression. And I had a good friend of mine who I met at a music festival that actually showed me. He played me Andy McKee. He brought his Martin guitar. We were chilling at the music festival one day, and he just played Violin by Andy McKee. I recommend checking it out. Art of Motion is also a beautiful one by Andy McKee. And he played these songs, and I basically learned those songs. I was so enamored. It took me years to learn like Violin. It took a lot of practice, and eventually I got Violin down, and I got Art of Motion down, and I got parts of Drifting, and got some John Gom stuff down, a bunch of Grayson Earhart stuff down. And yeah, that shaped my style. And part of it too is around that time when I started to pick up the acoustic guitar, I also began to learn to sing. I began to learn to songwrite. I basically, I've been on this quest the last 11 years to learn to hone improvisation, and original songwriting. So that's a lot. There's a lot I just kind of said that you can maybe unpackage. I don't know if it resonates or not, but I really recognize, brother, that connecting with the instrument on a soul level, how I acquired this was connecting with harmonics via the acoustic guitar, but also going on a quest to focus, not covering artists, not trying to cover other artists, not trying to rock out like I've done for, 10 years in that point, but trying to create my own music, carve my own style, and, through vocalizing, through learning to improvise, like really learning to improvise. Because that's the thing, I'll be perfectly honest, everything I do on this channel is improv. Hell, most of the creations that I do is in pure improvised flow states. Most of the performance that I do, it's all improv, like 99%. I've focused the last 10, 11 years of my life learning to refine the art of improvisation. And I'll be honest, improvisation is magical. Like, I do this in dance, I do this within movement, I do this with acting, like very minutely and new to that. But yeah, brother, it's it might be your time to learn, to challenge yourself to learn original composition and learn improv, maybe. Like truly diving into improv. Music takes the ears and everyone in the stratosphere. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Hey, random person I found while doom scrolling. Whoa. Well, that's wild. Thank you for. I'm happy that I penetrated your doom scrolling compulsive scroll. What's good? Welcome, Millie. Welcome, Mill Mills. Yeah, I'll be honest, that's weirdly enough, that's kind of part of what I do here. I'm a YouTuber that does guitar stuff that's purposely here to actually introduce a different presence and energy in the YouTube algorithm. As I like to be very authentic. I like to penetrate the inauthentic place. But I also, teach guitar and do meditative sound journeys. Yeah. It's a lot though, I must say to Diego. There's so much I could talk about more. I'll probably talk about it in the morning, when I'm full of cacao and doing a live stream in the morning. Because, brother, this last 11 years has been life changing as a musician, primarily. Like, discovering the acoustic guitar, creating sound journeys, performing sound journeys, discovering busking. Like, honestly, brother, keep pulling those threads. You're doing very well. Like, you're on year 10. You're doing exceptional. Your invitation may be to continue to challenge yourself, move into a new chapter, whatever's calling you as a musician. And if you follow that path, you're going to do great. You're doing great, brother. Honestly. If you know these intervals, and how the baton connects to the caged. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love the caged. The caged bar system is magic. I must say, if you're a musician and you're curious about, how to play music on every given part of the fretboard, like that is chords. The caged bar system is magical. Like, you basically become fluent and able to navigate chords throughout most of the fretboard, give or take a few jazz chords, if you understand the caged bar chord system. That's, yeah, the CAGED open bar chord system. Ever heard of steam powered giraffes? Damn. I'm assuming that's a band, but I have no idea, brother. I was way, way better than Lennon, but I didn't want to give him an inferior complex. Sick, dude. My problem has been I can always play songs, but I can't play the guitar. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can play songs, but Van Halen was so bad, but I don't know how to play notes or keys. Mmm. I feel you, Diego. Well, that means you're on a similar quest, brother, where you got to focus on original compositions. You got to bridge those worlds, find the way of where your style is. Because learning to cover music, that's a talent, that's a skill. Figuring how to mimic. But in my opinion, I'm a strong advocate and embodiment of breaking outside of that grid of cover music. I haven't covered music, or at least focused on truly covering music, in like several plus years. Now I can cover music. I covered like 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin and Oasis, mainly just because I'm just jamming out, having fun. But I don't focus very actively. I don't spend like hours and hours of my day, or months and months just covering other people's music. No, I spent it all on writing original music. Now, I had to plant that seed. I had to focus away from trying to cover other people's music and give myself permission to really study my own style. But I don't know. It's again, I don't know your journey entirely, brother. It's my problem, an obstacle. I can play songs, but I don't understand them. Don't comprehend them. I play guitar, I play songs, different things. Hmm. You play them, but you don't comprehend them. I don't know, Diego. It almost sounds like, Diego, hear me out. Maybe learn to play if you desire to. Try to learn another instrument, like the piano, maybe, or vocalizing. Like, step outside and try to train your ear. Because if you're saying you know how to play them, but you don't really understand, you probably need to train your ear, right? It's like, because if you have a trained ear, like truly trained, you're not just playing a chord. You're like, oh yeah, it's this chord and this chord, because you've played a song that someone else has played. If you train your ear, that's how you begin to learn to compose. That's how you begin to connect the dots in music theory. You're just like your ear is trained. You're like, oh yeah, this sounds good. Like no one has to tell me that this is like sounds good or bad. It's like my brain has your brain has an intuitive awareness. It's almost like in the simplest right. Ear training literally comes down to if you play a note or a succession of notes, right? You're intuitively, your ear knows, does this sound good or does this sound bad? Is it a yes or is it a no? Like, is it a yes? You're like, is that a yes? It's like, yeah, that sounds sick. And of course, this is also combining, my structure. My fingers, they know how to do this beyond my ear. But if I was playing the piano or playing another instrument, right? Ear training is so important. And I think, yeah, you can play music, other people's music all day long without effectively training your ear. Your ear is what you want to train. And you may learn and benefit powerfully from trying to say pick up the piano or I don't know, maybe a wind instrument or training your voice. Not focusing on the guitar so much, where it's like, okay, the guitar is there. You're like, play a few chords, but then like let your ear learn to like really connect melodies in original ways. Because if you can even just like it's not hard to connect melodies in original ways quintessentially. The essence of improvisation is like really just stepping outside of yourself. But again, I'm talking about a lot of things here. Yeah. Steam powered giraffe is a genre of its own, but it's actually pretty dope. Wow. That's tight as fuck. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life. Ah, beauty, beauty, magic. The gospel. Whoa, whoa, not the gospel, bruv. Not the gospel. Thank you for sharing your truth, but this is a music channel, my dog. Music channel. We teach guitar. Guitar, sound journeys. We put down the hammer that we do not like to promote or just like fill the comment section with religious or political ideologies. All the power to you though, friend. Find your religious and political ideology related channels and you know connect with your community, friend. But absolutely, this is not the one. Indeed, a Stoy Angel. Indeed, Johnny D. Johnny D. You mean the Depster, the Depmeister, maybe. Gracias. Thank you for the advice. I'm going to apply it to my practice. It's difficult to learn something from scratch. You got this, man. You got this, Diego. I believe in you, brother. Yeah, I would love to. We can definitely talk more about this. Like, again, I do these live streams literally every day, and this is like, I did a 4 hour stream earlier, and then this is like my second stream. I'm probably gonna wrap this up right quick, because I'm probably gonna, I don't know, just chill out, watch some Justified. I got home from the gym, so I'm just gonna eat a bunch of pasta and sweet potatoes, and just nourish my body and my mind. I appreciate those, you brother. You feel like a kindred spirit, and man, you're on the path. And I know, I've honestly believe it. I mean, it's believable, but I've been where you've been, brother. Like I've 1,000%, been on the quest. Where I'm like, man, I'm 10 years in this thing, and I feel like I need to go further. I need to like truly unlock this music thing. And if you just keep pulling those threads, keep finding your path, then it's gonna be really beautiful, brother. Like it will. Yes, we can all love God, but we don't have to love him. What? Brother, what? Actually say it was the no, no. We don't have to love him so much. What are we what? Huh? What? I don't know. I'm again, this is not to channel for religious ideology. That is like I believe that we all have freedom of speech, but I don't know. I'm not even sure what the homie's saying. So we don't love God, but we don't love him so much that we impede about God on things that have nothing to do with actually. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's correct. That's correct. Luck, Loosh. Because that's the idea is I'm not here to be like, hey, don't, you know, believe, don't express your truth. But I think there's a fundamental fallacy when people don't recognize the importance of basically taking action for what you believe in. It's like, I don't know, I could speak about that all day long, but yeah, it's true, brother. It's true, brother. You're correct, Deluche. Is like, I think people can honor their relationship, say, with, what they stand behind, be it if it's God or whatever political ideology, without having to just like preach it at random places, right? It's like there's a time and place. But again, it's all good. It's all good. This is just boundaries, right? I'm all loots, loots. Okay, I got you, loots. That's easier. But yeah, like I like to say that very point blank is like there's lots of, religious related channels. I'm sure, I don't know. I've never found them, but I'm sure the homie can pop in there and express his truth all day long, find his people. That's all the power. But this is a music channel. We're here to talk about music and creative energy and etc. etc. We have Johnny Depp at home, kids. Nice. Hey man, I get that's high praise. Apparently, I'm Heath Ledger, Axl Rose, Daniel Weber, Bon Jovi, some other dude, some other interesting musician from Stone Temple Pilots, and of course Johnny Depp. Yes, yes. I'm gonna get all the accents down one day. I'm gonna get all those. I'm gonna get the accents of all the actors and musicians I look like, and eventually I'm just gonna meme it up. I was thinking of buying an Ovation guitar like Richie Sambora's, but I haven't found any good reviews. Interesting. I've heard, I don't know, those look cool. Um, I don't know if that's the one, but if that's what's calling you, brother, if that's what's calling you, then hell yeah. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. True, 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 true. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can make a horse drink, but you can make a horse drink. No. Philosophically speaking, I don't think you can force a horse to drink. It's gonna do it its own will. I don't think it's very hard to drink a horse, but yeah, you're missing the point. Or make a horse drink, but beauty, beauty, beauty. All right, we're hitting the 1 hour mark. I think I'm just gonna eat some pasta and watch Justified. And again, being the fact we had a 4 hour stream earlier, I'm feeling good. We've really put out a nice mark. We're definitely gonna rock a stream tomorrow. You know, what we do is we typically stream usually about like afternoon, so 12 o'clock noon PST for like 2 or 3 hours. But yeah, yeah, you literally have to wander that horse if you can't even get into the water and walk it into the water. Don't decide to start drinking. If it's not thirsty, it does not feel the water. The horses are very intelligent. Horses are very intelligent. Like just like they're just majestic. Horses are just magical beings. Yeah. Mm. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Lutz. That's some powerful wisdom. Honestly, horses are like again, they're like sacred beings, I feel. Yeah. They really are. Like I don't know, I speak of this openly. What's good at zombie? Yeah, it's like animals, like animals, bro, like whales, and cows and birds. Like there's so much magic in the birds and the animals. I'm going to sleep now, but hey, brother, you have a new subscriber. That's awesome, brother. Hey, man, we love Mexico. Sending love from Canada. Sending love from British Columbia, Canada to Mexico, brother. That's awesome. I would love to visit parts. I'm gonna eventually, once I do travel YouTube, like I'm getting full-time YouTube income, which we're probably about 4 weeks I'll be monetized. Then we're just gonna start eventually just traveling all over the world. We'll see how that goes. It'll be fun. I'm excited. But anyways, for those of you new to this channel, thank you for being here. Welcome, friends. Haha, parts. Whoa. I'm so confused with these little symbols at this left. I often say these little symbols. I guess I gotta figure that out. But anyways, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Yeah, feel free to subscribe to this channel if this content resonates. I teach guitar. I do meditative sound journeys among various YouTube stuff. Yes, yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Remember to honor yourself and to honor each other. Yeah, bless. Ashe.